Hi, my name is Mike Budzynski and I'm a program manager on Azure API Management. Today I will walk you through the new developer portal that comes built into your API Management instance. I will show you how to edit the content of the portal, how to customize the looks, and finally how to publish the changes. All the activities will be done on the managed version of the portal, but they also apply, most of them, to the self-hosted version of the portal. If you don't know the difference between the managed and the self-hosted version of the portal, we describe it in detail in the documentation. To start, navigate to your API Management instance. I have already looked up my portal demo API Management instance, and to open the new developer portal, I will click on the Developer Portal Preview button on the top navigation bar. A new browser tab opens with the administrative view of the portal. It may take a few seconds for the website to load, especially if you are opening the portal for the first time. What you can see here is the default content of the portal out of the box. On the left, there are administrative panels that let you control the portal. Before we dive into the details, I want to make sure that this is the first time I'm visiting the portal. I can copy the address bar, open the new browser window in the incognito mode so that my cookies are not being used, and try to access the portal as a visitor from outside. As you can see, I couldn't access the same page as I can see in the other view. That means that I have not published my website yet. All I can see here is the portal, but it's not published to the external viewers. To do that, I can click on the bottom icon here on the left and click Publish Website. Let me now see if the website has been published. As you can see, I can now access the website. The same website, but without the administrative controls. The landing page contains logo, navigation bars, welcome section, and some featured information that you, as the administrator, can fill in. For example, the About Us or the featured APIs. Also, customer references. If you navigate through the portal, you can see the list of APIs by clicking on the APIs button in the navigation bar. I currently have two APIs in my API Management instance. If I click on one of them, I'm redirected to the API reference page where I can see all the API operations and their details. If you are signed in as a user of the developer portal, you can also try the APIs out by issuing the requests from the console, interactive console. I'm not signed in, so I'm not gonna do that. Just go back to the home page. Now let's try to customize this website. I have already prepared a few images that I would like to use on my new website, and to do that I can click on the media library icon and upload the files. These are the images that I would like to use. As you can see, they have been uploaded successfully. Now, the first change that I would like to make is to change the background of this section here. To do that, I can click in the top right corner on the huge section and select the pencil icon. Now, I can change the image. For example, I will use this image. My next change is to change the logo. And change this logo here in a similar manner. I just click on the image, click the pencil icon, click the source image, and then select one from the ones that I have in my media library. I've uploaded the Fabricam, which is the name of my company. I also change the text in the welcome section to Welcome to Fabricam. Next, I will change the color of this bar to black. It happens that my developer portal has already the black color in it, called background black. Next, I can change some of these sections here. For example, I will change the images on the cards. It happens the same way as all the other changes before. Now I can select the credit card image and, for example, give it the width of 240 pixels. Close, edit the next image. I'll use the banknote icon, give it the same width. Lastly, I will change this one to the settings icon. The visual editor contains the drag and drop functionality. For example, I can rearrange the buttons, move them around, or maybe even delete the whole section. I can also change any text or the testimonials. For example, instead of getting the testimonial from CTO of Fabricam, I get a testimonial customer reference from CTO of Contoso. Now I carried out a few changes to my landing page, but before I proceed, I need to save them. To do that, I can click on this icon here, Save, or press Ctrl S. I also want to edit a few other pages. For example, the 404, which is the default page for Not Found. As you can see, I need to change this logo, but I'm not able to do it. It's part of the layout. I'll do that in a second. Now I want to change this text, for example, and add an image. I'll use the same image as for one of the APIs and save before I leave. Next, I already mentioned that I would like to change this logo. To do it, I need to go to the layouts. Layouts is the third icon from the top. A layout is a structure that page is displayed in. There are two layouts by default. There is a default layout for all the pages, which contains the footer and the top bar, as well as the layout for the home page only, which contains the footer only. The layout applies to pages based on the URL template here. If you want to apply to all of the pages, just use the star. Now I can change the image because I'm in the layout view. So instead of Contoso, I want to use Fabricam, which I also happen to have in black. Of course, as always, I need to save the changes. In the next section, I can edit the navigation bars. For example, edit the existing navigation items, add the menu, or maybe add new navigation items to an existing menu. Next, I can edit the settings of my website. For example, its title to Fabricam. And I can also upload a favicon, which I will not do for now. And the last control panel is for the styling. This is the styling guide where I can adjust the looks of my website. For example, I can upload or use any Google font. I can change the variants of the text, colors, gradients, shadows, buttons, form controls, navigation, pictures, video players, cards, and more in future. Currently, I would like to change the colors because I don't want to use blue. I'd rather use a red color, which goes well with my brand. As said, I'm going to set this color as the link color and copy paste this hexadecimal value to the primary color as well. I will change the other colors too. Next, I would like to change the button. Instead of it being yellow, I'd rather have it in red. What I can do is I can change the background here to make sure I pick the right red, for example the link reference. Now I edited the button, but as you can see the black text doesn't look very legible. What I can do is just change the text color to text white. I edited the button, but I also need to edit the hover state of the button, which uses by default the black text color. I want to use white as well. And make sure that it has the red background too. Finally, I can also look if my navigation menus look correct. This is the navigation menu that is being used on most of the pages of my developer portal. And this is the navigation bar that is being used on the landing page. Because the navigation items are in white, I cannot really see them. To make it legible, I just can change the color of the background of the element here on this page. And now I can fully see how it looks like. You can also adjust other properties of other elements. For example, here you can adjust margins and padding of images. I'm going to keep them as they are. Lastly, I will save my changes. As before, I need to publish them. I will open the new developer portal in a new tab. It can take a few moments for the publishing step to finish, so just refresh the page in a few seconds. As you can see, the title of my page has changed to Fabricam Developer Portal. The logo, the image, and all the colors are changed as well. Navigation looks different because I changed the colors, so the references of that color also changed. There are the new icons, and then there is no section with this sample of the code, so all the changes have been applied. Now if I go to APIs, the API reference page is different as well. The colors are different, and the styling is different. I can also see the new logo, which is part of the layout. In just a few minutes, we were able to customize the whole developer portal from this default look to my branding. I highly encourage you to try out the new developer portal and try to customize it to match your brand. Thank you for watching the video.